Hey guys, so are you stuck? Have you always wanted to be an entrepreneur and dreamed of owning your own business, whether that be big or small, local or online? Today I am here to share with you 10 super important social media marketing tips to help you do just that. If you stick around till the end, I'm going to have some bonus tips for you, so hang around. Tip number 1 is you have to be committed. Everyone thinks that owning an online business is easy. It doesn't take much time. You couldn't be more wrong. It's just like having a full-time job. And if you plan to ever leave your full-time job, you have to have a plan and you have to be committed. You have to do your research, look around, see what's working for your competitors that are in your particular niche, and you have to hone in on these things. And like I said, you have to be committed. Tip number 2. As we've all heard throughout our entire lives, you have to have a deadline. You have to set deadlines for short-term goals in order to achieve them. Because if we don't have a deadline, these are solely pipe dreams. You have to focus on your deadlines and figure out what the next plan of action is after you reach each short-term goal. Setting goals with deadlines will keep you on track and help you figure out what the next plan of action is needed in order for you to be successful. Tip number 3 is you always want to explain and tell people who you are and what you're doing, what your goals are, what your niche is, what you're an expert in. Anytime you post videos or content on any of your social platforms, you always want to explain what it is that you're doing, what it is you're trying to do, why they should trust you, why are you the expert? Why should they listen to anything you've got to say or take you seriously? What can you offer to them? What kind of value can you bring to the table? Because obviously if they're searching stuff in your niche and they're finding you, they're interested in what you have to say. Do you have testimonials? Have you helped so-and-so, reach 1,000 subscribers, or you have, 10,000 followers, or you have done this or that? What makes them want to trust you and believe that you are an expert and you know what you're talking about? So that's very important. You always want to do this and explain yourself, because if you don't tell people what you're doing and what you're looking for and what you want them to do as far as sharing your videos, engaging in your content, telling their family and friends that may be interested in starting a business or what have you, you're going to want them to share that. But they're not going to know what you want them to do unless you tell them. Okay, tip number 4. What you want to do, this is a very important tip. Okay, you want to set aside time. You have to block out time to answer emails, to create content. You have to set aside time to post content on social media, engage with your viewers, and so you got to find what works for you. So you either want to set aside, like, say, 30 minutes to an hour every day, or you may have one particular day of the week, like maybe Sunday when you're off of your other job, or however it is that you handle it. It may work better for you to just set aside a whole day, or just do it in pieces a little bit every day. However that works, you have to block out time to answer all your viewers. People are impatient. They don't like to wait. They ask you questions and they get on there and read your comment and like, subscribe, share, all of the above. They need and want to know that you are paying attention to this. If they ask you a question, they're going to be expecting an answer in a timely fashion. So you always want to make sure you set aside time for social media and to connect with your audience. Tip number 5 is very important. Listen to your customers. Listen to what questions they are asking you. More than likely, you're going to have in the comment section of certain videos or certain content that you put up, you're going to have a significant amount of people that are all kind of wanting to know the same thing. So it's very important to listen to your customers. Connect with them one-on-one. So when they ask you a question and you realize that you've got 3 or 4 people or 20 people asking you about the same kind of question, there's content for your next video. This helps you with ideas. It helps you connect with them one-on-one. You can reach a wider audience instead of having to try to individually connect and comment to reply to each comment. You can do a video on that and post it and answer everybody's question with one video. Tip number 6, focus your attention on just a couple social media platforms. You know, some people have so many friends on Facebook, but not many on Instagram. Some people have, you know, vice versa. Some people have a huge audience on Snapchat. You want to find a couple that work the best for you. Mine is YouTube and Instagram. Facebook as well, because it's been around a long time. But you want to find what platform seems to have more of your audience for your niche, and you kind of want to go with that. You don't want to stretch yourself too thin or get super burned out right at the beginning or frustrated because you're trying to handle too much. I mean, I know it's hard when you're like a one-man band and you're trying to do everything yourself. So you definitely don't want to wear yourself too thin. So just make sure until you get a little more big time and you're trying to figure everything out, stick to a couple of platforms and keep it simple, and make sure that you really go into depth on those two. And then once you get all that going and underway, then you can move on and kind of start creating more content and stuff for your other platforms. This will help keep you from getting so burned out. And trust me, we've all been there. Tip number 7 is using the resources that are right there at your fingertips. There's so many resources available these days and free apps that you can use to help you with scheduling your content for your social media platforms. This goes back to, you know, when you're blocking out that time and you know that you're going to, you know, take 2 hours today or spend all of next Thursday, you know, blocking out that time to create your content and get things pre-scheduled. Hootsuite, awesome. I honestly have never used any other resource other than Hootsuite for scheduling out my Instagram post and Facebook post and tweets, and it is amazing. You can you can add everything, your pictures, your captions, your tags, and it's just an amazing tool. So that is my number 1 favorite, but there's plenty of them out there. You've got all kinds of calendars, Calendly with Google. So just find what works the best for you and use it, because this will save you so much time in the end and help you from being so stressed out and overwhelmed. Tip number 9, guys, delegate, delegate, delegate. Do not be afraid to ask for help. God knows if it wasn't for my mother helping me with my kids so that I'm allowed to do this, you know, I am a full-time wife, nurse, mom. I work 12-hour shifts, 40 hours a week, and then I do this on the side. I'm so ready to get out of my job and make this my number 1 gig. So please don't be afraid to delegate. Once I learned to do this and ask for help instead of trying to do everything by myself, my life got so much easier, and it will for you too. So find the people, if you're just getting started, the people that you know you can trust that are wanting the best things for you, and pass out tasks, you know, to each one of them. Your mom, your dad, your brothers, your sisters, your best friend, whoever you trust to help you out and who truly wants the best things for you, use them. Use them and let them help you, okay? It is totally worth it. You will thank me in the end. Guys, if you feel like that this video is helping you so far, please leave a comment below with your takeaway, whatever you're taking away from this. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell so you can be notified every time I post a new video. I will be posting new videos every single Monday. Okay, tip number 9, this is a big one, staying organized. I know that I can't get anything done if I've got papers all over my desk and nothing's in its original piles and I don't know what's what. So I like to have everything planned out, and some people aren't as organized, and that's okay. You have to find whatever system works for you. But for me, I like to know what I'm going to do tomorrow before I wake up. I like to have a plan. I like to have everything. I like to handwrite stuff. I'm a little old school. So as far as handwriting stuff, I use a pencil. I write everything in my calendar so that if anything changes, it's easy to erase, and then I can kind of move that over to another day, and I know what I've done and what I haven't done. So that's what works for me, old school as usual. But you got to find what works for you. So make sure that you stay organized. And however you can make that happen, it will make your life a lot easier. Okay, guys, don't forget that I have a great bonus tip for you here at the end, so hang around. Tip number 10. Please, please, please make sure that you use an email program of some sort. There's so many out there. The most popular ones that I've seen, that I've tried, is MailChimp and ConvertKit. I like both of those. They're real easy to navigate. This way you can set up auto responses to your emails. So when someone emails you or signs up for something, it automatically sends them a response with whatever download you've provided as a freebie or a thank you response or something letting them know that you have acknowledged their email, they're not waiting, and it stays consistent. And guys, this goes back to trying to do everything yourself as women, even some men. I mean, you cannot possibly respond to every single email that you get when you get busy like this in a timely manner. It's just totally impossible. So don't do that to yourself. Okay, so we are at the end of my 10 tips. I am going to post these in the description below this video in a PDF file so you can print them out. I hope that this video helped you, and if it did, like I said, tell me below yes or no it helped you. Tell me what your greatest takeaway was, and also I'm going to go ahead and give you the bonus tip. So my one bonus tip that I have for you today: start off small. Do not overwhelm and stress yourself out right at the beginning. I don't know if you all are aware of this, but like 90-something% of people who try to do online businesses, if they don't make it, in the first several months, they get discouraged. Hardly anybody makes it a year before they quit if they don't start seeing progress. Don't be that person. You don't want to get burned out. Take your time. Do it right. Talk to your clients as if you're talking to your best friend. Make it personal. Connect with your audience, and this will go a long way. If this video has helped you, don't forget to subscribe, share with your friends, comment below, and let me know if you like the video. And I will see you next Monday, bosses. Bye-bye.